Hey there, I'm KCB, and this is my very last Cipher box. Now, normally, I always save a Cipher box to open for myself after I've contented everything away. But since this is the last box of Fire Emblem Cipher cards I will ever open, I thought, maybe I'll record this one instead. For posterity, if nothing else. Because this is the last time I will ever open a box of these. So, why not have it for, the memories of it. So come along on the journey with me as I open the very last Cipher box. That is the last time I will ever cut plastic on a Cipher box. And I'm genuinely feeling some things because this is it. There is nothing after this. Cipher is done. I don't believe anything's getting printed at this point. This is the last box I will ever open. You can see we'll have close-ups down on the right-hand side here, but yeah, this is it. This is the final box, man. So we're getting those sleeves. This is also different from most of the openings that I do, which are typically just, lo-fi music and, well, card openings. I never really do them live. I never really wanted to. But again, since we're going for a sea of firsts here, I thought, well, why not? Why not go for it? Fifth anniversary. I'm sad. I'm a little sad. Like, I'm genuinely a little sad about this. I did live stream opening 2 other boxes. So, if you were there for that, you did get to see that. I did mention that Cipher, for me, which if you're a relatively newer Fire Emblem fan, this probably won't mean a lot to you. But Fire Emblem merchandise, at least on the official capacity, was always very far and few between. So Cipher was really all most of us had. Try and open this without getting too noisy with it. But yeah, I mean, the Cipher TCG was really mostly all we had. I mean, fan art and stuff existed. Certainly not in the capacity that it exists now. But not like it used to. You used to be lucky to find literally anything. I know they did like special anniversary releases of things every 5 years, every 5th anniversary for the most part. Which is ironic that this is ending after 5 years. It's unfortunate and a little sad, as I've said, but you'll hear me say that more than once. Hey, that's nice. So this is actually one of the super rares that I don't have yet. We're close. So if you don't know what the super rares are, they're basically these guys. You can see it has a little... Oop, is it going to focus? Yeah, it has a little SR down at the bottom left. And much like the Smash Ultimate banner, we'll call it a banner, the promo art with all of the fighters, all of these super rares, except for 2, actually form a just mural, basically, all together. Which I thought was kind of a nice way to end it, you know? But case in point being, we're very close to completing that. Ooh. Nothing like a squeaky pack opening, am I right? I'm hoping, genuinely hoping, that we do actually get all 16 of those super rares. There is one variant, which is an SR Plus, that I am after. I have gotten one. It was Sigurd. Sigurd was in my bottom 3 of SR Pluses that I wanted. Nobody from my top 3, unfortunately. Which is mostly Ike. I'm mainly in it for Ike. In SR, Ike was the first Cipher card I ever bought single-wise before I learned, oh, I can import these boxes. Shout out to Ami Ami. Not sponsored. Just a fan. Another Spring Veronica. That is disappointing. I'm a little upset. But it's just a rare. It's not an SR. So it doesn't take away from our guaranteed 4. Per box for this set, you are essentially guaranteed at least 4 super rares or SRs. So, while she is a duplicate, it's not the worst thing in the world. Could be worse. Could have been a duplicate SR. Because that just, you know, it eats up a chance at us getting that final 16 for the mural. Which I'm pretty close. Truth be told, I won't know if we actually have them all until I go through the entire 5 boxes that I have. Because I don't know what they look like. There's so many of them, it's genuinely kind of hard to remember. So, I'll know at the end. Maybe I'll update with a comment. Because I'm actually opening this the night that the live stream ended. I didn't want to wait. I was having such a good time on stream. Everything felt nice. I said, you know what? Let's send off Cipher this way. So this is actually a really nice card. You can see there's a lot of flyers. This is basically just a bunch of flyers. The card itself is Sita. But you can see we have Altena in the background. We've got Alencia, Hinoka, and Camilla are both there as well. And there's Tana, Ingrid, Cordelia's back there too. So technically a Cordelia card as well, which is another of the characters that I was mostly kind of trying to collect initially. Ike and Cordelia, which, you know, I mean, I have the Cordelia and the Ike paper art back there as well. So that should come as no surprise that they are 2 of my favorites. Mostly Ike. Best Girl has always varied for me. But Ike has always kind of been #1 guy in the Fire Emblem franchise for me. So I'm hoping, again, we get his variant. I don't know that we will. This is the last box. I have not seen any more boxes of this set. If I come across some, I might get some more. But to the best of my knowledge, this is it. This is all I got. I actually went to try and go order more. But unfortunately, this is Bridget, by the way. I don't know if you know who she is, but big fan. Big fan of the bridge. I tried to order more, but I discovered a couple weeks after they went up, they were no longer available for pre-orders. So Ami Ami's pre-orders had sold out, basically, which was disappointing, admittedly. But there's a Cronia. I don't know if we have her yet, which is nice. She's another rare. Just another rare. So, you know, that's good. I mean, completing the rares is also going to be a bit difficult. There's a lot of rares as well. This set, if you're new to Cipher, because this is the final set, don't know if I've mentioned that yet. It's the last set ever. Because this is the final set for Cipher, they made it basically the most inclusive of all, because while it is a fantastic game to play, and I have played it before, and you can play it on simulators and stuff like that too, but I mean, in terms of a TCG, it is really fun. Like, it's a really solid, well-constructed card game. A lot of people just collect for the art, which obviously the cards are in Japanese. It was never localized outside of Japan. So that's the main purpose for me, is just art collecting. And I mean, I've always loved the series. So anything that got me closer to Fire Emblem, and it just kind of became habit after that, you know. I would look forward to Cipher Day 4 times a year. They released 4 sets a year, relatively speaking, which I don't think is I don't think that's outside the norm for most TCGs or CCGs. Okay, Windbeer. All right, I'll live with that. Now, we do have her, and she is an SR, so that's unfortunate. But we still have, you know, a handful of packs left. We're not even through the first half of the box here, so there is a chance that we get some more SRs. It is unfortunate that they get eaten up like that, though, with duplicates. But she's cool. She's got a good looking card. She is one of the SRs. Actually, she's the last on the banner. So if you went from left to right, she'd actually be on the far right side. So there's that. Oh, and we're kicking it off with the professor. With the professor himself. So that's exciting. Some Hinoka action. Everyone's favorite hot spring unit. Faye. And that's kind of the weird thing, too, was that Faye was basically now seen as the unifier of player base between mainline games. And that was the purpose of Cipher. Cipher was always intended to be that joining link to occupy Fire Emblem fans in between release of main series games. And it made a lot of sense. The problem I think that they ran into, they never localized it. Okay. We got a Mia. I don't think we had her either. So another rare that we didn't have, her and Kronia so far. So yeah, they never localized Cipher, which I thought was odd. I know that Fire Emblem has not always been the most popular of titles. It does seem strange to me that they would shut down Cipher when Fire Emblem is kind of at like its peak popularity. I thought that was a little strange. But they're viewing Faye as that in-between mainline game hook for players now. Which is unfortunate. I genuinely felt like they could have both coexisted. Because, you know, they're both two very different things, obviously. Evidently not true. So, there's that. So they shut it down. And again, this is the last set. So they went all out for this set. They tried to include as many characters as possible. But I think overall everybody was in relatively pretty high spirits about it. But yeah, man, it's just kind of sad. Because this is like... I talked about this a little bit on stream too. I got started... Ooh, another Dimitri. Ooh, baby. We have like 5 of these now. Luckily, it is just a rare. Again, it's not an SR. It's just an R. So there are still more possible. Maybe even a variant. There could be a variant in there too. Still, we do still have some hope. Some hope is still alive. We'll see. Truth be told, I got the SRs of Ike and Micaiah both. And I mean, those were pretty much my two main things that I was after. They also have an SR Byleth that I'm semi-interested in. But anyway, the thing that I was going to start talking about that I got distracted on. I used to do Pokemon content, which is not uncommon for a lot of gaming creators. Mr. Beast, you know him, probably, I hope. He gives away a lot of money, that guy. He actually did Showdown Lives, which was a thing. Or Showdown Replays, something like that. So anyway, point be told, Fire Emblem was always like my closet game. I really liked Fire Emblem as a series. I liked tactical RPGs, but I never really talked about it because when I was doing Pokemon stuff, you could only talk about that. Nobody wanted to know anything else that you were interested in, and so I never talked about it. And it wasn't until I just kind of got fed up doing that content within that community that I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna start recording stuff that I like, and you know, obviously Faye was one of those things. That is another SR. That is an SR Azura, and unfortunately, it is another dupe. So we got another duplicate SR. Not the worst thing that could have happened. Obviously, I mean, take an HD close up of that with a ring light. It is a very smart looking card, but not one that we wanted because we already had it. And that eats up one of our guaranteed slots, unfortunately, as we come to the close of the first half of the box. But anyway, what was I saying? What was I even rambling about? All right, Pokemon content. So I would. I just decided one day to start uploading Fae stuff, knowing that I had a secret Fire Emblem passion, and that's just kind of where we were. And I don't think I knew some of the Fire Emblem community peoples. I don't really interact with many of them. There are some that I've chatted with and have ongoing talks with occasionally with, but I didn't really know anybody that was doing Cipher stuff, and so one of the first things I decided to do was, hey, we should do some some Cipher pack openings. I'd done Pokemon openings before for cards, and I was like, how different could this be? let's make that. I know I do Fae stuff, but let's do this too. This could be fun. And the videos don't do well. This video will not do well. I know that it won't do well, but like I said, this is the last time that I'm ever going to be able to do this, and so I wanted to record it. For those of you who are interested in Cipher, I wanted to be able to bring you along with me for this, and I think that makes it special on its own. And maybe a little less sad, but probably not. Memory, we have her. Memory, we have her. Oh gosh, that fell. Well, that's no longer gem rated. Whoops, that's okay. It's fine. She just took a slight tumble. That was another rare, not an SR, just a rare. So that's fine. It's the SRs that we are truly after here. Fingers crossed. It's kind of funny because the SR Ike that I was after was actually the first. Oh gosh, it was actually the first, like the first rare card of the first pack that I opened in the first box that I opened when I came in. So my ritual has always been in the past to open the pack on my own, or open the box on my own rather, stream 2 packs or 2 box openings, record a box opening, and then open the last box by myself again to just kind of have that moment. Because, you know, as much as I share, I like to have some moments that aren't on the internet or recorded for, you know, content purposes. It's just some good old, you know, me moment time stuff. There we go. He fell. Poor guy. But I didn't want to do that this time around. I thought it might be a little more unique if everybody was here with me, or those that were interested. Hey, that's a smart looking pair. I think that we don't have them. I don't think that we have them yet. I will have to check. Again, I don't plan on this video going up anytime soon. So I will update with a comment or in the description what we ended up getting or what we ended up missing. I think is probably the shorter response that would be written. So check that out when it goes up. Yeah, I feel like we're getting pretty close. I think we're getting pretty close. Pretty close. If that was in fact one that we didn't have already. I feel like we're only missing like 4 or 5 more. If that. Which, given that we have, 6-ish packs left, we'd have to get really lucky to get all the other SRs that we need. Because I think that was actually our 4th one for this box. I should have been keeping track better. But I think that was number 4 for the box. Maybe. The other great thing about Cipher was, while the games themselves may have been old or no longer available, or were never localized, or they never made them on a mod, or or a ROM or whatever, you still got to kind of like experience the characters. And I guess from a phase standpoint, I understand that that's why that's how they want to go. It's obviously it's on your smart device. They don't have production costs necessarily like they would with trading cards. Ooh, Soren. That's a nice Soren. Smart looking Soren. Again, a Soren that we have. But I don't know if there's many rares that we don't have at this point. We may in fact have all the rares. I don't know. Either way. Smart looking card. So I guess from that aspect, I can understand why they want Faye to be like that central gaming kind of figure for fans. But there's just, I don't know, man. Like, I'm the same way with like physical books over digital books. Like, I like holding something tangible. Same thing with my game carts. Like, if I can get a physical cart or a physical copy of a game, I will do that. I don't care how long I have to wait for it to come in, rather than get the digital download version. I just like it better. I'm just that kind of guy. I don't know, but I've always kind of been like that too. So I will miss, because obviously the same artists that do Cipher, they also recruit for Faye, right? So it's not like we're going to be missing out on the art. There will be artists who continue to do their thing in Faye with Fire Emblem characters, but I'm going to miss the tangibility of holding something, There we go. We have him. We do have him, but again, just a rare. We've got a lot of him, actually. More than 3 now, I think. Ooh. I think the plan is to try and do a giveaway. I know a lot of people are interested in Cipher. They don't necessarily have the budget or the resources, I guess I'll call it resources, to import stuff. So I get that. I always direct people to Ami Ami. Again, not sponsored. Definitely not sponsored. But it would be. If they wanted to, I would be. That is one sponsorship I would be fine with. Normally, I get sponsorship offers every month, but I just feel like all of them are bad fits. So I never really go for any of them. It would help, buy boxes of Cipher cards for sure, but now maybe this is a new Tiki. I don't know that we've had this Tiki. This is an HN, so it's not normal. So it's possible this is a new one. Hinoka, I know that we've got. She's a rare that I know that we have. So nothing new there, nothing out of the ordinary there. And with that, we have just 3 packs left, guys. We only have 3 left. I feel like this video is very solemn. I feel bad about that. I genuinely feel bad about that, but I don't know how else to be. Like, I normally try and be a little more excitable, but this is kind of bittersweet for me. Maybe if we get that Ike variant, I'll pop off or fall out of my chair or something. But again, this is now the 5th box that I have opened. Nothing is likely to surprise me at this point, I don't think. I know we're at capacity for SRs. We might get another SR. I don't think we can get another variant at this point. Noel is here. Everyone. Noel has joined the party. But, I mean, it's possible. It's possible to get some... Oh, there was a lot going on in that card. What are you? Oh, another Chris. Another female Chris. This one's kind of nice, too. There's a lot going on in the background. I find that most of the time, cards that have some kind of chaoticness going on in the background are the ones that I like the most. I find them the most interesting rather than just like the solo portrait stuff. So yeah, that's my Cipher taste in a nutshell, I guess. These are not the last packs that I will open. I will be trying, I hope, to get a set of tournament promos. I think probably the most popular one there would be Maid Violet. I think she's probably a pretty notable pick to get into that. I'm almost like, I almost feel like we'll get a Maid and Butler banner in November. This video will likely go up after that has come out already. So we'll see how well that ages. I don't anticipate it aging super well. But that's okay. Who really knows what that banner's going to be? It's kind of strange. I hope you don't mind me just like talking. Again, I don't really do pack openings, face cam and stuff. It's really mostly just about the cards, and so I try to keep it about the cards. This is a dope TCG card. Like, real talk. I am a little disappointed they didn't make it a rare. And they made Memory the rare. I don't know why they did that, but they did it, and I just feel like there's so much wasted potential for that. Because, I mean, if you look, it's got everybody in, like, the whole gang. Well, I mean, not the whole gang. A lot of the gang is there, including Memory. That is a Lucina. It is the rare Lucina. It's not the super rare Lucina, unfortunately. But I think, actually, the super rare has Crown and Lucina in it. As you do, you know. Can't have one without the other. That would be insanity. So yeah, this is... Ooh, we got one more pack. This is close. I think that was a rare we didn't have, though. I don't think we had the rare Lucina. So that's kind of nice. You know, I'll take that. That's a win in my books. That's a win in my books. I just hope the last rare is something cool. Or a super rare. Or a variant. Those could all be really neat things that I would enjoy right in this moment. But yes, I hope that this isn't weird for you. I hope I just, if nothing else, I'm happy that you're fine letting me indulge in this. I know it's not the normal type of content that I upload. I only do like 4 Cipher videos a year at this rate. And none of them have face cam, like I said. So as we wind down, as we flip a few more cards of the last Cipher pack of the last box that I will ever open, thank you for coming along with me on this journey. And thank you for listening to me babble for 30 minutes. I think that's the bigger ask, is you know, hanging out with me for that long. Ooh, there's something back there. I don't know what it is, but there's something back there. It looks red. Looks like a red cape of some kind. Okay, so it is an SR, I think, right? Yeah, that's an SR. It is Leaf. We have him, so we got an SR duplicate. Um, I know that we didn't get the Marth SR. I don't think we got the Byleth SR either, which is two more that I was kind of looking forward to to trying to get. So we may have to go singles for that, which will not be cheap. Again, unless I can find boxes somewhere. But at this point, they're not in production anymore. I don't think. So they're probably going to be expensive to get. So it might just be worth going for singles once I binder everything out and see what it is exactly that we're missing. But I mean, as far as the two SRs that I really, really wanted, variants are always a long shot. I think I only have like... Do I even have variants? Did I get them? I got one variant. One variant out of 5 boxes is what I got. Those are always a long shot. But the SRs that I always go for are always Tellius. And so Ike and Micaiah had one for this set, obviously. And I did get those, so I'm glad. I'm happy about that. Did not get any dupes of them, so really it was just one and done for the cards that I was actively interested in. So, but I mean, yeah, that's it. This is the final call, man. This is the last Cipher box that I will ever open. I'm sad to see it go. It was kind of a big part of my life for the last 4 years or so, and yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's left to say. It's bittersweet, man. But I'm glad that Cipher was around while it was. I'm glad that people got to enjoy it when they could, and I'm disappointed that they never localized it. Because this is a card game I would have actually gone to like tournaments and stuff for. Obviously, 2020 being what it is. And I'm still not entirely convinced that because of all of the closures that Cipher was kind of doomed because of that, but it certainly didn't help. It certainly didn't help for basically a local TCG game to stay afloat when you couldn't actually have tournaments and stuff. So there's that. That's it. That's all I got. There's nothing more. Thank you for coming along with me on my last Cipher box ever. And let me know in the comments if you got Cipher boxes, if you got the cards that you were after, or if you don't collect and you just happen to click on this video and watch for 33 minutes of me just flipping through pieces of cardboard. Let me know what your favorite one was that I happened to pull from this box. That is it for me right now. Thank you guys for indulging me in my last Cipher video. Probably ever. So that's disappointing. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe. We'll be back with more Fate content at some point this month. November is kind of a big month for me, so there's that. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much again. And until then, I will catch you next time.